Hey everybody, my name is Kyle. Welcome to my new channel where we're going to talk about makeup because that's what I like to do. You know, there's only so many times you can tell your friends about a 5 times points offer at Ulta for Tarte Cosmetics or the newest ColourPop collection before your friends are like, alright Kyle, we get it. So that's why I wanted to start this. I just wanted a place where I could air my thoughts on some makeup that I wanted to talk about. It's not always going to be the newest product. Especially today's, I'm already a couple weeks behind on that. But I figure there's plenty of people like me who just want a different opinion on things that they may have been looking at for a long time but didn't, jump on the bandwagon right away to buy at launch. So that's what we're gonna do. The first thing I wanted to talk about with you guys is the Cloud Spun collection from ColourPop. Now when I saw this bad boy, I had to get it. I just had to. I love any pink makeup. It's just so cute. The packaging was great. And I'd only tried one other ColourPop thing before and it kind of didn't leave a good taste in my mouth. So I was like, we gotta try this. So here's this little 9-pan palette here. I think this is the cutest color story on the planet. Honestly, like for somebody who loves pink, it's great. You know, I don't leave the house in makeup. I just play around with it. I think makeup is fun. That's why it doesn't bother me to have all these pinks. I know this isn't a one-stop shop for a lot of people because you're going to want some neutrals, blend it out, get a smoky eye, which you obviously can't do with this, but I think it's going to be fun. So that's the first thing. The next thing included in this collection, and my personal favorite, is the highlighter. This is the Super Shock highlighter in Candy Floss. And I have recently come around to highlighters. At first I was like, but now I'm like, I need to shine brighter than everything. So, there's that. Next thing I have here are the blushes. Now the blushes are so cute. We have this first one, which is called Take the Cake, and we have the next one, Truffle Shuffle. These are both freaking adorable. I love them. And I cannot wait to try them because I've also come around to blush. At first I was like, why am I putting on foundation and concealer to cover it all up and then putting the red back on? And now I'm like, oh no, I need to put it back on better. Next thing that came with it are these 2 creme gel liners. I think these are so cute. I'm not great with eyeliner. I'll be the first to admit I couldn't draw a straight line if my life depended on it. But you know what? We're gonna give it a shot. This light one is in the shade Fluffy, and then this one is Boots, little Boots. That's just fun to say. Try it. Now we're gonna move on to lips. There are 3 lippy sticks included in this collection with 3 very pretty shades. This lighter one is Caramella. The more kind of mauve tone nude is Dreamsicle. And then the brightest one, Fizzy Pop, which for someone like me who just kind of plays around with makeup, I'm most excited for that one. Lastly, we have 3 of these lip plumping glosses. Try saying that 3 times fast. This lighter one here, this is candy coated. This next one is Big Chew, and the darker one is Jawbreaker, which reminds me, I can't wait to try my Jawbreaker palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics, which is in the mail, and I'm sure I'll make a video about it because why not? So with these and everything here, I'm gonna kind of whip together a little look and be right back, and then kind of talk to you guys about my first impressions, what I think about all the products here. Alright, so this is what we came up with. I know I got a little crazy with the blush, but you know what? I love blush. What can I say? I'm never gonna say I'm a makeup artist. I'm not a professional, never will be. Like I said earlier, I'm just a guy who likes to play with makeup. So we do have some winners and some maybe not so winners. So let's talk about it. The palette itself, there's some fallout here. I know that's not a deal breaker for everybody, but for me, I like as little fallout as possible because I know it's possible to make a palette without it. My Blood Sugar palette with Jeffree Star Cosmetics doesn't have crazy fallout. My Juvia's Place palette doesn't have a bunch of fallout, so it's possible. There are a few shades here that didn't, but there are some kind of big offenders. This one here, Bon Bon, had quite a bit. This one right here, Pillow Mint, did as well. Candy Fluff was great. That was a good neutral, like, kind of base to start with. And then this bright one over here, Chicle. he had a weird consistency. It was almost wet and mushy, so it was a little hard to work with. I could never get any on the brush. I had to kind of try to use my finger, but that's not something I like to do. Overall, 3.5 out of 5 kind of thing. I definitely want to get into these darker tones, these two over here, and do something with this middle pressed glitter flossy, which, that's also kind of a deal breaker for some people. They don't like the pressed glitters, so do with that info what you will. Moving on to these cute blushes. They're pretty good from what I've seen. I use Take the Cake, the more pinkish tone one, a little more. And I kind of did the over here with Truffle Shuffle just to kind of neutralize it because I ended up going a little too hard. What are you going to do? I like both of them. I'm not super, qualified to tell you, oh, this blush is great, but I enjoyed it and had fun. Now let's get to the highlighter, the Super Shock highlighter in Candy Floss. It wasn't great. I feel like I didn't get much out of it. It didn't add a lot. My $8 little Peach Revolution highlighter does better. So I don't know how much I'm going to use this, though. I mean, come on, with the packaging, like, look how cute. Look how cute this little thing is. I love her. So, we'll play with it later. I very briefly used these gel liners, just a teeny bit. You can barely tell. They were very smooth, no dragging, so that was great. Once I get more practice with gel liners or liners in general, I'll definitely be using these for any pink look I need. They were pretty great, so that's a winner. The lippy sticks, I did go in with Fizzy Pop, the darkest of the three, which did turn out a little darker than this. It's lighter because of the gloss, but this was great. It smells like cupcakes, I guess. Yeah, it's cupcakes, and I love it. It went on really smooth. It felt good on the lips. I definitely recommend these, and I'm gonna have to try the other two because they were great. I love these. Lastly, the So Juicy lip glosses. I did go in with the lightest one here, candy coated, because my lippy stick kind of was a little darker on my lips than I had anticipated. This kind of neutralized it out. I will say it does give a nice glossy effect to the lips. That's what it's supposed to do. As far as plumping, you tell me. I have no lips ever, so any kind of plump I can get, I'm into it. I need it. I need the help. But it's a nice, cool, minty feeling one. It's not as crazy like my my e.l.f. one. Almost hurts sometimes. It like tries to plump too much. But this was a nice kind of subtle one. Great, great color. And I love that it's not a wand applicator, because those always get messy. You try to put them over a lipstick and then you're having to wipe it off every time. It's just so much. But this little applicator here is really great. It just squeezes out and there you go. So, as far as winners, my favorite things probably were the blush and the gloss. I really love them. Lippy stick was great. I just feel like they're a little too strong on their own, but they're still great. But these two kind of stole the show for me, especially the blush, because how satisfying is it to have the magnetic closure? Come on. So that concludes my review of the Color Spun collection from ColourPop. I'd love to hear your comments down below. What do you think? Are you interested in trying any of these things? Are you excited for ColourPop's new collections? Their Valentine's collection is on its way, and gosh, they seem to have a release every other week. So let me know what you think down below, and we'll talk to you soon, I guess. Bye, everybody. I realized throughout most of this video, in my head I was saying Color Spun, and probably said it, so that's neat. It's Cloud Spun. I don't know why my brain can't handle that. Anyway, till next time, guys. Talk to you soon.